Hello and happy Flip It Friday. This is Beth Myers, your host for today, and it is Friday for flipping lyrics upside down to go to some deeper meaning within the lyrics and really bringing meaning into our everyday life. So I'm Beth Myers, Law of Attraction, empowerment coach, mentor, and speaker, and the owner of Arrival Coaching, and I welcome you to our Flip It Friday today. So if you're watching and live, feel free to sign in, say hello. If not, just enjoy the conversation. It's about 20 minutes long, usually on Fridays, and if you're watching the replay, enjoy that as well. And I see Facebook is building an audience for the moment, so I'm going to give it a chance to see who might be able to join us today for the conversation. And again, I am Beth Myers, owner of Arrival Coaching, and I am a Law of Attraction empowerment coach, mentor, and speaker. And today the song that we're going to dive into is India Arie's song, I Am Light. Because our empowerment word for this week from Music Monday is love. And it's really being able to flip upside down the word love and take it to some different depths and what she was bringing meaning to with the song I Am Light. So we're going to start to take a look at some of the lyrics. I put it out on the event page asking what might be your favorite lyric of the song I Am Light. It's a very simple song, but there's a lot of depth to it. And we're going to go ahead and start with taking a look at that. And the first thing that really struck me with this particular song is that we are all born with our own love light. And we come into this world open and receiving of love. We give that love as babies when we're born. And all of us are born with that light and that spark to do good in this world. And over time, things dim that light. People dim that light. We allow our own light to get dimmed, and we impose our light on other people at times. So it's really about, as we continue to grow and expand, how do we keep that love light shining? How do we brush off the dust sometimes that covers that light, or the veil that covers that? So one of the things that I encourage you to do is really keep in mind that life is about remembering who you are, and that's part of your journey in life. Kim is not texting, but making a comment. Love, love, love. Thank you, Kim. That's what it's all about. That's what our life here on this earth is all about, is love, love, love. How can we share that love within ourselves? How can we bring that love in from others? How can we experience the love that's here and the abundance that's here on this planet for all of us to experience, whether it's in nature or with other people? So, what does that include for you? What is your part of your love light? What is one of the gifts that you have to bring, not just for yourself, but in your connection with other people? So if you're joining us live or on the replay, go ahead and type that in. Type in what you are thinking is one of your best gifts that you have to share. Because really it's all about being in the present moment, being able to share and then to receive that love. Another component of her song of I Am Light has to do with mistakes. And I really love the line that I typed in here on Flip It Friday's event page. It's, I am not the mistakes that I have made or any of the things that have caused me pain. I am not the pieces of a dream I left behind. I am light. And the way I always like to look at mistakes is that they are learning opportunities. As a school counselor for many years, we had lots of opportunities to help children learn that, when you make a mistake, it's not a failure. It's just an opportunity to learn something new and to find that there is something that you are needing an experience to help you to continue on this journey. Hey Tammy, I see that you've joined us. Thank you so much. Good afternoon to you as well. I think the best gift is my smile and my ability to talk genuinely with people. And I would totally agree with that, Tammy. That is so true because you have a beautiful smile and you do have the ability to talk genuinely and from your heart with the people that you connect with. So thank you for sharing that and sharing it with everyone. One of the things with mistakes that we make, and if we look at them as learning opportunities, we can embrace a new paradigm for experiencing something. Our brains get really stuck or myelinated where we have these parts of our brain that are so used to doing things exactly the way that we have done them. And to unlearn sometimes the best way to do that is to make mistakes. It's not a failure, it's just helping you expand your perspective. I had a client the other evening and we talked a lot about the fear of failing and being able to flip around failure to it's a learning opportunity and how it is assisting her in moving forward and embracing things that can sometimes cause a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. And we have the choice to see how we experience and decide how we experience something. And that's what I really love about mistakes and failure is it's really just about learning opportunities. And if you look at that as an expansion of a way to grow, it's just a new way to look at things. And it really helps those that resistance that we have in our brain to change. It helps us open that up and expand the opportunity and the abundance to be able to take in something new. So the next thing that I really wanted to bring out in the song by India Arie is that she talks a lot about labels and the labels that are put on us or that we box ourselves in with. And one of the things that I just really like to play with is stepping outside of the box, and the label is I am not my age, I am not my gender, I am not my race. That doesn't define who I am. And so one of the things that we can do is really start to look at some of those labels. Yes, I'm a daughter, but what does a daughter mean? And what do I want it to mean? What is that meaning I wish to bring to that label of one of the roles that I play in my life? So one of the things that I invite you to do is start to flip and look at some of the labels that you put on yourself or that others may put on you. Because we all have roles that we play in. Hey Nada, I see that you've joined in. Thank you so much for being here. We're just having a conversation about India Arie's song, I Am Light. And feel free, if there's a favorite line or lyric of the song, feel free to type that in. Feel free to join in on the conversation. One of the things that really impactful opportunities I had through much of my journey is to seek others' help, whether it be a counselor, a trusted friend, a therapist, a coach. And one of the things that really was life-changing and shifting for me was seeing an art therapist at one time, and during a big change in my life. And I'm afraid that, there we go. I think we're back again. So I put the mask on and see what happens with the energy. So one of the things I encourage you to do is to not be defined by the label that you may put on yourself, or wearing a mask that maybe doesn't fit you in this space and time. And really go inside and explore inside of you what you are. Are we still live?
Yeah,
I think we are. One of the things that I encourage you to do is go inside and find the things that feel best for you to help bring you back to the inside, to that self-love. We don't find it from the outside and from the labels that other people may put on us or we may put on ourselves. Thank you, Nada. I appreciate that. So one of the things to keep in mind is just flip it. Go from the outside and turn it to the inside. This is a constant reminder for me when I see it in my home of a way to start to explore other ways for that self-love, for that self-care. Because for us to love and really truly connect with others, it's being able to love yourself. And that's really what India Arie's song to me is all about, is I am light. And how do I bring that light to others? How do I unmask myself to show my true light to others? And how do I help other people do that? How do I help other people do that? I was talking to a friend the other day about how important it is to acknowledge people when you see them, and the gift of your smile or saying hello, and how important that is. Hey Connie, I'm so glad that you joined in today. Welcome. We're just continuing the conversation about I Am Light today, and how we can bring that light and embrace it within ourselves and share it with other people. So if there's a question that you have, or I can't talk, the lyric of the song that you find kind of jumped out at you, feel free to share that in the comments. One of the things that I found just recently from hosting a private Facebook group, Real Girls Connected, is I did a poll and asked the women and the girls that are in that group to be able to name the top 5 things that women or girls do to dim their love light, because we all do that. But I feel that women and girls tend to do that because of historically and where society has kind of placed women and girls at times, and our continued evolution to bring forth that light. Hi Jason, I'm so glad that you're joining us today. Thanks for being here. So the top 5 things that the people that participated in the poll picked were giving away your power, judging ourselves, trying to get others' approval, comparison to other people, and gossiping. Those were the top 5 of 10 statements that I had put out there asking their opinion of what tends to dim women and girls' love light from shining through. Kim's weighing in under my account, says, I'm so glad you looked inside and found your true self and me. That is so very accurate, Kim, and so very true. Thank you for bringing that forth and acknowledging that, and I too feel the same way. So think about what you feel dims your light, someone else's light that you know. What do you feel gets in the way of people not being their true selves or sharing that love as fully and completely like we did as babies when we came into this world? Sue, I'm so glad that you're joining us today. Thanks for being here. We're just talking about things that can dim our light, that can keep us from being in our true best selves and really fully feeling that love for ourselves to be able to share that love with other people. So feel free to type in any questions that you might have, or comments that connect with that. One of the things that I wanted to share is, Kim is saying under my account, judgment and selfishness. Yes, those things can get in the way and dim our light. And other times people will impose that on us and make it seem like we're being selfish if we're doing something to take care of ourselves. And that's when people impose their judgment on us to try and dim our light in some way. And their light is obviously feeling dim, so that they are not really being in their fullness, and trying to encourage each of us to do things that are loving and kind and caring. Sometimes others can sabotage what it is for us that we need, and we feel guilty, feel like we need to do whatever it is that the person is requesting. And sometimes that no, setting that boundary and saying, I'm sorry, I'm just not able to do that, or I need this, I need this from you at this point in time. So it really needs to come from your heart. It needs to be what your gut, what your feeling is. Just like babies, when we came into the world, we let everybody know what it was we needed. We cried when we were hungry. We cried when we needed to be changed. We cried when we didn't feel well. That was the one form of communication that we had. But then think of all that love that was shared, with smiling and giggling and laughing and trying all these new adventures to help us learn and grow. Sue says guilt can certainly come into play. Yes, it can. And, we have to really evaluate and look at that guilt that we feel maybe about something, or that someone else or other people are maybe trying to impose on us. And part of being able to move through that, into that love, is through forgiveness. And being able to recognize that we do the best we can each and every day. We do the best with what we have at that moment in time, and the knowledge and the awareness that we have. And when we can step into forgiving ourselves or forgiving others for the mistakes, or what we call today the learning opportunities that have occurred, being able to really step into that, it can be a challenging task at times, but a very freeing one as well, because other people's choices can't determine what our decision or our choice is. We don't have to step into what they think we should be doing, or what somebody else might think we should be doing. You have to do that for yourself. And because somebody else makes a choice that isn't what you feel is the best choice, we can still love that person and care for that person and hold that space for them to learn and grow and expand in the best possible way that they're able to. That was meant for their journey, for their path. What's occurring for you is your journey and your path, and being able to say, you know what do I choose to continue to carry with me? Is it dimming my love light, or is it helping me move forward to expanding and allowing my love light to shine with everyone that I come in contact with? So, does anyone else have a question, a comment? I'm going to check our time here, because I always like to keep this at about 20 minutes, and it is at the 20-minute mark. So I would like to invite you that if you are a mother, a daughter, or if you know someone who is a mother or daughter that would really like a community of people that are supportive and caring, to message me and let me know that they're interested in being a part of the Real Girls Connected group. It's really an empowerment group, an opportunity to learn and grow together. Also, if you individually are interested in a discovery session to be able to try out what coaching is like, be able to experience a process to help you really move through some things that you might be experiencing, feel free to go to my website, www.arrivalcoaching.com. Excuse me, I said that wrong, arrivalcoaching.com. And feel free to sign up for, it says a 30-minute discovery session, but we are in the process of making it a 50-minute discovery session, because that just really gives a little bit more opportunity to go a little deeper and to experience what coaching is like. So Sue is saying, thanks, Beth. This is a hard journey. Yes, Sue, I can't imagine the journey that you have been experiencing, but I have that empathy and compassion for you and everyone, and sending that love with the journey that you're experiencing. And just know that your love for yourself and that you can share with others is really important and needed in this world. So I'm going to sign off for today with each of you. I so appreciate you joining us for Flip It Friday, where we can join the conversation together and be in one another's energy to flip the lyrics upside down, turn them around, and see what meaning we can gain from the lyrics of wise songwriters. So enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. Much love to all of you. Thanks for being here. See you next week.